how do we find the programs in campus churches as compared to the programs in our local churches?
You are new and you are told uko na someone leo unaweza hubiri, so you find that they are not organized, not all of them but most of them.
I think for me, campus programs are they meet the need. If you were to take Adventist men to Nature Sabbath, wow, you have to think of seats. Some people they can't sit on the grass for a whole day. Wow. But for youth, we can even go to the forest and figure things out as we go. Add value, bring what you saw from one side to the other.
If it's
campus,
exactly.
Learn something and bring it to your local church and vice versa. Because even what we carry to the campus churches.
Hello everyone, hi, how are you? I hope you are well, I hope you are safe, and welcome to Nira Chat, yeah! And today we're going to have a wonderful conversation, but before we get right into it, we'll quickly know each other, the people who are on set today. Starting with me, my name is Kemi on Twitter, and we'll go to the farthest.
Hi, my name is Daisy Moronge.
Hello everyone, my name is Gideon Mutai.
Karibu sana to the people who are on set today, and also welcome to you at home, dear viewer. And before we continue, have you heard our songs? Aki, why are you here and you've not heard our songs? Please go listen to our songs. Follow us on all platforms, on YouTube, on Facebook, on TikTok, on Instagram. We are tuko hapo kote. And listen to us, share with your friends, share with your family, share with even your enemies, you know. Share, spread the love, spread the gospel through Nira music. And so we'll get right into our conversation for today. And today we're going to talk about, let me say, an experience we all have gone through, which is contrast of our worship experience in campus churches. Campus to mean higher institutions of learning, that's colleges, universities, and etc. Comparing that now to local churches and the differences that we have experienced, the similarities we have faced, and all that stuff. So we're just trying to look at how is this worship. And of course, if you're a young person and you've gone through this transition, you will know that there's you're hit with that difference of adjustment and transition. So that's what we're going to talk about today, and I hope you will enjoy. Please feel free to leave comments, leave inputs, leave all those things down there, and we will read and we'll also get your views on the same. So moderating today will be Daisy. Yeah.
Okay, right on to our first category. Okay. Is how do we find the programs in campus churches as compared to the programs in our local churches? Yeah. Maybe Gideon?
Okay, I think for campus churches, it's very interesting and captivating because it's structured in some way and you enjoy it. And like local churches, you can visit and then you are new and you are told, uko na someone leo unaweza hubiri. So you find that they are not organized, not all of them, but most of them. So for campus, they have a structure. You are not ambushed. Hautaenda huko eti na unahubiri and they don't know you. And their programs are tailored in a way that it's very interesting, the topics, captivating, the themes. Ukisoma hata unashindwa, like not the common themes zenye tunapata in our local churches.
Okay. So the question is programs.
Yeah.
Okay, I find programs in campus churches to be ziko mingi because and they're more engaging. Let me give an example on, I think when you get to, okay, I've been blessed to be born and grow up in the Adventist church, Seventh-day Adventist. So adventurer, pathfinders, you're very busy in church because you're going for trips here and there, you're going for camporees, you have inductions, we have so many activities that keep you busy, keep you volunteering for church, but then it starts becoming a bit of a hush when it gets to ambassadors. And ambassadors now from 16, late teenagehood, 16 all the way now into youth. It starts becoming slow. So I think campus provides that busyness and activity that I was used to when I was growing up. It keeps me on toes. Like, there's so many programs. We're following this one. We're doing that. We're meeting up almost every other day, because say you have choir on this day, the next day you have Bible study, you have Vespers, you have another Vespers, you have church again, repeat all over again. So you're bumping into each other so many times, and it just provides this interaction and platform. So that I find the programs to be very engaging, and it's reminiscent of that younger kind of experience you had when you would meet over and over, even VBS. And then other than that, I find them to be very now enriching, and I can say timely to the setup of a campus, of an institution of higher learning. Yes, so that's how we put it.
And I also think, I remember, because we used to have things like social Sundays. We would plan. We had cookery Sundays where we eat chapati. So you find in our local churches, they have very few of such activities which bring people together. So for campus, you'd long to get to Sabbath to meet other people and do the activities together.
And I think there's also that one for you long to, like how Gideon said, you long like, Aki, we're meeting again tomorrow. Cindy, because you just can't get enough of being in each other's spaces, because it's just wonderful to just be together. You wouldn't mind meeting each and every day, because there's something that is keeping you busy and engaged as much as you're meeting. Na hamboeki, hamchoki kupatana yote.
I think for me, campus programs are they meet the need. And what I mean is, in local churches, it's a bit tricky because you're looking at a large group of people. Let's say if you are to plan for social Sundays, it would mean you have like 5 social Sundays. You start with a lecturer, you go to Pathfinder, you go to a ministry, you go to even the leadership and planning, it gets to a point you are very exhausted. Like, it would mean so much planning. But now in campus, because you're just looking at one group, it's young people, even in terms of what they'd want, now it's easier to. So you find that they make a lot of sense, if I can put it that way. And then tied to that is, because we think in the same way, it's easier to be spontaneous.
Oh yeah, that's
so you just the other Sabbath will have nature Sabbath,
and that's it.
If you were to take Adventist men to nature Sabbath, you have to think of seats. Some people can't sit on the grass for a whole day. But for youth, we can even go to the forest and figure things out as we go.
As
long as there's food. So I think and then we can agree that something spontaneous is always the thrill of we don't know.
We don't know where this is going.
It brings a certain, there's some fun to it.
True.
So that's what I'd say. And then the other thing about programs is also the intensity of the programs. Like I said, because you're addressing people who, they have like one common need, you're able to really, our programs have much more meaning to it. For example, if we're discussing the lesson, we're still discussing it in a way that we're relating it to us. So you find that because this whole church, there's a way we just find a way to make it make sense to us. So you long for, because you know someone, especially because you're also living in the same place, the same area, probably living the same lifestyle. There's a way that it just makes sense. It's like a place to pour out and just connect about what we're going through. So the intensity and maybe the spontaneous nature of programs.
I've had my fair share of spontaneous activities. You did not in any way plan that you're going to be cooking with so and so, but because tomorrow's is what Sabbath, you just decided, okay, let's meet up. Kidogo, let's cook. Kidogo, let's do this. Let's invite so and so. And it's just such a breath of fresh air, because it shows the freeness and the freedom within the campus churches.
And even most of the times, programs in campus churches have a lot of involvement of the congregation because of it's manageable. I don't think in the local church you can involve them as much as we do in the campus churches, because number one, some local churches are too big And then, like I said, when you have different categories of people, there's a challenge of even if you involve them. Now, if one is this other world, how do you how do you even bring it together too? So yeah, I think we'd be so involved. I remember even sometimes they'd ask us, do you want to go for nature walk? You know, like you have the choice.
And where do you guys want to go?
Where do you guys want to go? We even would suggest camp meeting. Yeah,
what do you want to do at so and so?
Yeah, so the level of involvement is
great,
better in the campus churches, understandably so.
Yeah. And also the vibes are great. I think when you just put young people together, they'll just vibe and connect and just have a wonderful time.
Even music, the way they sing, they have energy.
Energy is
definitely energy
in singing.
Energy enhances the programs
By far, because you're young and we're just singing.
Yeah, if you're having a sports day, you are sure it's sports.
You're just going to be burnt out and tired because the energy was that on a high.
Yeah, I think that's a wrap for programs. That was quite involving. So the next category is routine. We have a standard Sabbath or programs routine, even for the whole year in terms of the Adventist Church. So how do you think that plays out in the two setups?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can go first.
So I think for campus churches, first, I think all churches have this thing where they organize for all the quarters, because usually in church we have categorized things in quarters, in quarter 1, quarter 2, all the way to quarter 4. So I think they put all activities, but then I don't know, for some reason the routine in campus church feels more, it feels like more thought of and more and richer and deeper. Why do I say so? Because for the local church, what they face is, we just do it because GC said so, or because today's supposed to be the Women's Day, or today's supposed to be the Children Ministry emphasis or stewardship, whatever. But in campus church, even there's that one where something will be brought, the routine or the plan will be set up, and people will soak it up immediately. And plus, it's easy to get people when there's a shift of like layout. Say we're supposed to have this and this, and then we're like, no, let's move to this and this. People are easier to adapt, and there is no that much heaviness of. But this week was mine because in a local setup, you'd find the head of the leader is probably had eyed that Sabbath in May and had planned, had invited so and so. They'd done so many things to plan, but now because a slight shift will be super inconvenience. If something happens like a district meeting, that leader is just in shambles because the preacher they had brought in, they had put in so much effort. But in campus church, people will be like, okay, fine, so and so, or this preacher is not going to show up, it's okay. There's someone who will be like, I'll cover for that sermon, I'll cover for that program, I'll do this and this and this. Like, it just becomes very malleable and easily adjustable. I don't know if that speaks to the kind of, because we're young people, maybe that's the reason, but generally I think the routines are and they're easier to follow through, because in local church, sometimes you don't even know what is going on. You're like, this Sabbath is it for?
Things keep changing. Actually, the pastor can come with his or her own itinerary, and then you don't have that Sabbath.
It just goes like that.
And I think also another thing, for campus, we have programs all through till about 5 or 6 p.m., which for local churches, sometimes depending with the elder, you can say, for this afternoon, we can visit those who didn't come and what have you. So they don't, most of the times, they don't come back for the afternoon sessions.
That's true. I think there's even this running joke in campus, like we would say there's no way we are going back to our houses on a Sabbath evening when the sun is still up. Like, we're so used to going back to you left in the morning, and you actually left very early because you want to catch up on the lesson study. But then now in the evening, you're like, Apana, I'm going back when when it's dark because yes, it was pretty much fun.
I think I'll just add on to what you guys have said. One thing that stands out for me in the routine in campus is I feel like it's adjusted to meet the needs and the setup. Because I remember we'd have best pass from like 6:50 to 8. And then secondly, I think routines in campus are much more effective.
Okay.
Because you're able to establish a routine that actually works. Sometimes in the local church, I feel like, there's a week you will plan for something. Like during Christmas time, it's usually very tricky. Everyone has gone ushago. You can't really tell. Students have gone back to school. So I think with campus, you really know who you have, who you're working with.
And when you have them.
And when you have them.
Because when school closes, no one is there.
And then they can easily give you feedback. Because with general congregation, every week someone is doing something, so you really you don't have something to work with. But in school and campus, you find that if it's semester time, now you can be sure everyone is gonna be around. Yeah, I think that's it.
That's it. I think I'll also add now, because it's a more of this and this. You can come up with again made on one side, because you can't be in one space forever. You'll never be in that local church forever. You'll never be in that campus church forever. So I think what I would say is maybe one huge tip in terms of adjusting is volunteering in church. Like you see those programs that you find they're a bit slow and dull. Go there and give your life, because you'll get them. The people in church will be like, oh, we needed you. The children will be like, they'll catch all those songs you're teaching them, they'll catch all those lessons, they will follow through. You'll tell them, bring these things. From the CBC right now, it's very easy for you to instruct, for you to build things. Other than that, even the youth, they will gravitate towards where energy is. So when you volunteer and you're active there, even in the church, the larger church setup, be it the departments like the women ministry, the men's, and also the church choir, do be active in these spaces, because I find it brings life, because you become the change you want to see in that local church. Instead of sitting and asking yourself, we're not doing the same way in campus, even for campus, volunteer and be active. Because that way you can create an influence to those people who are listening to you and all that. So that's what I wanted to add.
And add value. Bring what you saw from one side to the other.
The other
if
side.
It's campus,
Exactly.
Learn something and bring it to your local church, and vice versa. Because even what we carry to the campus church is influenced by what you were taught
in the local church. Exactly.
So
you influence each other while you're there. But overall, I think church is a wonderful space to be, right?
Yeah, true.
So stay in church.
It's the only place to be.
It's actually the only place. So please stay in church, because people need you there, people want you there. And furthermore, the Lord himself is like, my child, this is where you need to be, so stay in church. And for that, we have come to the end of our session today. Thank you so much. Please let us know on the differences and similarities and things that you encountered in either of the two spaces, if you've interacted with any. Even for the high school, primary schools, I think that is something we can cover later on, and so that we can see what goes on in all these spaces, because we're all Christians headed towards heaven together, right? So that was a wonderful talk. Thank you so much, everyone. And catch us on all our platforms like we have shared. Listen to all our music. Share with your friends, share with your family, and share with everyone. And thank you for coming this far into the video. And now we'll say bye.
Bye.